Welcome to my small corner of the north. Summer has been a strange one this year here up north. It's been a mix of few hot sunny days that suddenly turn cold and rainy. In between, we've had heavy thunderstorms. Every day has been different. It's made me really appreciate the few sunny days, and I've been trying to enjoy summer to its fullest now, since it's so fleeting in this hemisphere. On rainy days, I've been painting, and honestly, I feel like I'm becoming obsessed with painting. I've always thought that there are some things that are truly beautiful and that I really enjoy drawing and painting. One is the human body. I just love how it's shaped. The other is flowers, leaves, the sky, butterflies, everything found in nature. You can draw infinite inspiration for creating from nature. This time, I really just want to thank all of you here who have been sharing this journey with me. I feel I haven't thanked you enough. Through these few years of making videos, I've grown to know some of you, and it really warms my heart to hear your stories and experiences, sharing this strange journey of life together. Finding like-minded people who appreciate art, creativity and nature isn't always easy. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm happy you're here. Maybe it was the rainy days, feeling like autumn, but I feel I forgot to enjoy summer this July. I've been mostly working and feeling I should do more. All the while, summer is passing before my eyes. We have all the time for work in autumn, and the long winter waits, so I don't want to lose another summer day. I've had this idea for a series of paintings for 3 years now, and I've tried to paint that idea, but haven't really succeeded in what I want. Funnily enough, when I went to work and study artisan painting last fall, I got to paint a lot of decorative paintings, and through that developed new skills for painting. And now I think I understand how I can make these paintings that have been haunting me. As a profession, I feel painting is a challenging one. You're faced with your own limitations every day and trying to get better day by day. Lately I've felt I've had to confront a lot of things that limit me skill-wise and just humbly suck it up and work more in developing myself as a painter. There really is no way around hard work, but maybe that's why also I like being a painter. What the beep is happening? You know, I have been drawing this for 3 times now, and every time it just keeps getting worse. What's happening? I don't know how to draw anymore. This is like, it's from a horror movie. I could maybe start a manga, horror manga, something anime. Oh God, this is very elegant and beautiful. Yeah, it just looks like a zombie or something. Oh God. The watermelons are so good this time of year. I just love them. This morning I was talking to my husband in the kitchen while making coffee and complaining about why I can't make the artwork that I really want to make, and how frustrating it is to constantly be face to face with your own limitations, considering your skills, because I see the painting in my mind's eye so clearly. I know exactly how I want it to look. And then the struggle of not being able to produce that painting. And it's been really bothering me. And then he said that you can't expect to make the work perfect when you're starting out doing something. It's like baking a cake and taking it out of the oven halfway through and it's all soggy. You have to give it time and love. Work for it. Doesn't matter how long it takes. When you have a strong drive for something and you have a dream, you want it to happen at once. Kind of like, I want to be there already. I can see it so clearly, and you just push and work and do, and then when you realize that I'm just in the beginning of the journey and the destination is somewhere over there, and you're like, oh God, it's gonna be taking so long. But that's the wrong perspective. I realized that you can't think like that. If you're an artist and you're making art as a living or as something that your soul is just connected to, you have to give it time. Who says that you can't spend your life being the best version of you and also making the best work you can do? And that's something I have to learn, that I'll give myself more time. I'll be more compassionate and more kind. still too small, but I'm gonna pick them anyways. Hello, how has your summer been? As I said, it's been quite rainy here, and today I wanted to come to the forest to see if I could find some mushrooms, but it's surprisingly dry here, maybe because it's this kind of rocky cliff side, but the blueberries really like the warmth here and the sun, and I should have been prepared to gather some, but yeah, I did find some very, very small chanterelles, but they are quite dry, so even with the rains, it feels like almost there's a forest fire warning going on because it's so dry. So it was my husband's 50th birthday this week, and I'm just a little bit younger than he is, so I think we're both been having this kind of midlife crisis as of late for the past year, and maybe that's why I've been struggling with so many things, feeling like I'm not as young anymore as I used to be, and feeling like all those, when you're 20, you feel like the whole world is yours. You have the time and energy, and you can do anything you want and, pursue your dreams. When you're 30, you need to, step up and take responsibility for things and your life and, becoming independent. And then when you're 40, you feel like you should already be there. And that's how I've been feeling for quite some time, that I should already be, accomplished, because I'm not so young anymore. And that's the strange thing about getting older, because you feel the same inside. You feel exactly the same as when you were 10 or 20 or 30, and you're just like, I'm myself. Why are they putting all this pressure on me to, getting older? And then you realize that your body is also saying that, okay, no more sleepless nights for you anymore, or you're like a zombie on the next day, and these things, and you start to realize that, okay, I have to do things a bit differently now. And then it teaches you compassion, and it teaches you kindness, and noticing things that have value. And maybe, I don't know, I was really struggling for the whole spring and winter, and feeling like I should be where I want to be right now. And then I realized that that's not what life is about. Life's about living, experiencing things. And no matter your age or the life stage you're at, you have the right to change your mind and go into a different direction if you want to. And that's okay. That's why we're here. We're here to learn, not to be perfect. Because if we were perfect, what's the point in being here? We should be in heaven or somewhere, these perfect beings. And humans are far from perfect. But that's also why I really appreciate this experience of being human, and of being able to grow spiritually and, become a bit wiser and calmer and more compassionate And yeah, so I've been really making the effort to be present now when we're in the middle of summer, and here in the north it's so fleeting. They're promising 16 degrees next week with rain, and it will feel like autumn is here. So I'm really trying to take the moments to be in the forest, gather the berries and mushrooms, and save your life, and the scents and the quiet. And yeah, it's so nice here. I was just walking here, listening to the silence, and realized that this forest feels like home, because I've spent so much time here for the past 10 years that we used to live here, and now that we live in another place, it feels different. I don't feel like home there because we've lived there for such a short time. So this forest still, I really miss it. It just makes me feel so happy and comfortable being here. And yeah. But I'm wishing you a wonderful middle of July, and hopefully you have better weathers there than here, and not too hot or too cold, just perfect. So thank you for being here and spending these few moments with me, and I'll see you again soon. Please take care.